Hello guys and welcome to my channel, Keeley Talks. I hope you're all doing well. We are on verdict watch right now. We're waiting for the verdict between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. And I've been on pins all day. I don't know about you guys, but I feel literally on the edge right now, on the edge of my seat. How are you feeling, Gary?
Hello. Yeah, I'm just chilling, really. Hello,
I know.
everyone.
My anxiety has been bad all day. Obviously, guys, I set up this live stream this morning on ready so that if we needed to go live, we just could do. And every time I seen that we went past an hour, because the judge said that the verdict it will be made on the top of the hour with an hour in advance. So that's why I've been across as we got through the day. But I'm not sure if we're going to get a verdict today. So I thought we'll still come live, and I thought we could have a look at the closing arguments, because I know that everyone's watched it on different channels, but me and Gary haven't been able to go over it with you guys. So I thought whilst we're waiting for the verdict, whilst we're waiting for that decision, we can have a look at the closing arguments. But let's just say hello to everybody. So let me go all the way up to the top. We got Yellowbeard. Hey Yellowbeard. Hey JFD. Hey Little Miss.
Hi.
Hey Liz. Hey Talking.
Hello.
Hey Tails.
7 ales.
Hey Shambi.
Sean
Am I glitching?
One of
Felt
my
like I was glitching there.
faves. No, you're all right.
Okay. Hey Katina. I know I said her comment. Hey Keeling, Gary. Hey Katina. Hey Linda. Hello TJ.
TJ.
Hey Tanya.
Hello, Tanya.
Hey Erin.
Hey, Aaron.
Hey Weinbach.
Winbok.
Or Winbach, whichever. My dyslexia reads it as Weinbach. Tanya says, yes, I've been in London all day at a dinosaur show with the kids and worried I'd missed the verdict. And now I'm home and still nothing. Yeah, that's been my thing. It's like tomorrow I want to take my little children to the cinema. And I'm thinking I need to do it early so that I don't miss the verdict if it's not today. I've been in and out of Twitter like a yo-yo all day. Me too. I've been either on Twitter all day or jumping across different live streams such as Tugs and Enelid Baker and Lauren Crime and everywhere to see if there's any news. Yes, checking if Sky News has gone live yet. Kerry says, I've been watching a stream all day. Nate the lawyer did mock jury. Results of that favoured Johnny. Some have watched the independent stream. Can't imagine watching a building for hours. I've seen somebody put a thing on for a mock jury on Twitter. It might be the same guy, Kerry, and he said that the mock jury came to in favour of Johnny Depp on the first statement and not on the second or the third, and the damages between 7 million and 25 million. And I was thinking, at least that's something. Hopefully he gets all free.
Yeah.
One box says, hi Keelan and Gary, I came here from precognition, synchronicity, and the Serendipity podcast. That sounds lovely.
Nice.
And Katina says, watched a interesting video about JD's and AH's astrological charts earlier on why JD will win. Apparently, lots of good astrology signals for JD. Do you get into that, Keela? I don't know that much about astrology. I've been wanting to learn it, but every time I try and get into it, it's like I lose focus. I really do. But I can pull out the deck of character cards, guys, if you'd like me to do that right now.
Blame it on my ADD, baby. Sorry.
Hey, Lady Terrell. Lady Terrell says, I know this will come out the way it should. Karma is coming back around.
Indeed.
I feel like everything. I feel like that even if all three verdicts didn't go in Johnny Depp's favor, all three statements, I should say, if all three statements didn't go in Johnny Depp's favor, that he's already won in the form of the public opinion, in the court of public opinion. Like, people have drastically come to Johnny Depp's side, and I feel like that everyone who has supported Amber, they've been very, very aggressive and bullying, like, on social media, and it's like they echo her personality in that way.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
a lot of toxic people who are supporting Amber. TJ says, got a new Gecko Depp video up, but don't play it. It has blues, All Rise music.
We're definitely gonna check it out though.
Yeah, I'll check it out. The Blues All Rise song fits perfectly with the Johnny Depp situation going on at the moment.
Yes, indeed. Very cool.
Joe came to court briefly to clarify one of the instructions. Yeah, we've seen that. It was on that they asked a question regarding one of the statements, and it was about the SV one, the SV statement, where she said, I spoke out on behalf of SV in Face Our Culture's Wrath. I think that's, I'm paraphrasing, but I think that's the right one. And they wanted to know whether it was just that statement or the full op-ed that they had to take into consideration. And the court said, no, that's the defamatory statement right there. Yeah, I'm going to check out TJ's video in a bit. Tal King, I'm with you. Today it has felt like eternity. It's felt so long checking the phone, checking the Twitter, the news and everything. And still nothing.
And I fell asleep, of course.
Katina says, I'd love a tarot. Yeah, Gary fell asleep. Katina says, I'd love a tarot reading about the case. We can do that, guys. Welcome back, Chairman. Hello. Glad to see you.
Hey, Chairman. Yeah, sorry to keep you waiting, our friend. But
yeah, we've been waiting for the verdict.
Crazy day.
Yeah, and obviously, you guys know I don't go live when I have my children around me, but I was making an exception for that today because Gary's off work, and I would have been able to go live and share the verdict live if it was today. Now, the only way I can do that now is if it's going to be after like 5 p.m. Eastern, after 10 p.m. UK. And even you know what, guys, even if I can't go live when the verdict is announced, I'm still gonna, that day that it's announced, me and Gary's still gonna go live because we've figured it out now how to be able to share the screen. Like, Gary is taking the reins there, and because my software, my computer's rubbish, he's taking the reins so that we can share it live.
I'm Santa Claus.
Ho, ho, ho.
Don't call me a hoe.
The balance. Hey, Mary. Mary says, hey, y'all, just got home from work. Any word
Oh
yet?
yeah.
No word yet. No word yet, but
Hope you had a good day.
I need to keep checking just in case, because you never know when it might come in.
Mm-hmm.
It's so nerve-wracking, guys. But if I do a reading, Gary, you'll have to keep your eye on the news.
Yeah, can do. I don't know if you want to do a reading.
Yeah, well, everybody's not everybody, but I've suggested that, and if you guys would like me to
that one
do a
went
reading
over your head a bit. Do.
If you guys would like me to, hey Limey the squirrel, if you guys would like me to do a reading on the verdict, please let me know. It's not going to be a definitive yes or no, as you guys know. When I do my cards, it's about the situation and about how it can develop. So the only way to do a yes or no is like with the pendulum or the dowsing rods, which have vanished on there. I'm going to get some new ones. But the deck of carrots, I don't know if you guys remember last time I used them before this trial, because somebody reminded me that like there was a victory card that came out and a wild woman that came out. And you know what? That reading, I feel like it really did come out in the sense of people have seen that wild side of Amber and her tactics on trying to get people to believe her. Gary did a doo-doo. That was Amber. Amber did a doo-doo.
I know that was early this morning, TJ. Well, if you want to get that together, I'm going to take a look at what's going on and let you do your thing, Mama.
Right, don't go anywhere yet, though, because
I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going here. Boop.
where'd you go? He vanished on me. By the way, guys, the pinned link in the chat there is the new song that me and Gary did. He did all the hard work. I wrote it, it's my lyrics, and Gary beautifully sung it and put the melody together. And
yeah, dude. That beautiful voice of yours.
What?
I mean mine.
What's your beautiful voice?
All right, you do your
Linda
thing. I'm gonna mute. I'm just gonna check on Sky News and see what they're on about.
Linda says, your boy Gary, it didn't get past me. Now my mirror is covered in mouthwash. I'm confused.
What? Were you brushing your teeth and you spit out because you laughed? Do. Do.
Okay, guys. I think it'd be a real shocker if the jury believes Amber. The big mistake that Amber's team made was bringing in the opinion of the court of public opinion when they brought that into the courtroom, because it was them who did that, not Johnny Depp's team. They came in and was like, people are using hashtag justice for Johnny Depp and hashtag we don't believe you, Amber. And why did they think it was a good idea? Like, it still kerfuffles me. It confuses the hell out of me.
Kerfuffles.
Yeah, it kerfuffles me. I don't have makeup on today. I have minimum makeup on today, and I feel bare. I feel barefaced.
Feel like a bear. What?
Yeah. Okay. So so we are focusing here on the verdict. Let's see what's going to come out. see what's coming out with this. And then I thought, guys, whilst we're waiting, it's gonna be. I thought we could look at the closing arguments again. Guys, the first two cards are brought out, and these two are on point. And it's these two here, the gift and club. Obviously, Johnny Depp surprised everybody going to that gig. And I feel like this is where this came in straight away. Lion says, so many YouTubers be going live once the jury decide. Hope it's soon or I miss it while working tomorrow. And exactly, like, that's what I'm worried about, that it's going to be tomorrow when, like, I can't share screen it on my computer. I can only do it when Gary's with me. So if it's within up until about 10 p.m. UK, 5 p.m. Eastern, anytime before that, I'm going to miss it. Did you hear that the ACLU wants to sue Johnny for making them releasing those papers on Amber's donation? Yes, I did. Is it like $80,000 or something? Now, somebody was saying that there is like a doorway when somebody's been like subpoenaed, if they've had to use costs in being subpoenaed, that they can claim them back, but it's only for a reasonable amount. And $80,000 does not sound like a reasonable amount at all. And I remember seeing their breakdown of that, what they tried to ask for. Blame your boy Gary for the turd emojis. Or the doo-doo emojis. Oh, thank you, Liz and TJ. I feel I didn't have much time to get started. Kerry says, considering why ACLU was mentioned, you would think their PR would say it's a bad move. Yeah, like, they've conspired with her to do this op-ed. And the thing is, like, I'm not. If I was them, I would be asking Amber for this money, because didn't she promise them $3.5 million? Like, it's her fault why they were there, because of what she did with them.
It wasn't a promise, it was a pledge.
Do you mean it? Well, pledge is a promise.
It's synonymous to paid.
She donated it to the ACLU by promising.
Yes.
She donated her words of a promise. That's all
Pledge
she
is
did.
synonymous to donate.
JD should pledge to pay that. And Gary was saying before, like, imagine if he got just like the 7 million and he like just paid it to the CHLA, and I was saying, yeah, or he split it between the CHLA and another children's hospital, or a DV charity, not the ACLU though.
Or created his own charity for DV victims. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Katina says, how choice would it be if the jury was shade? Oh, see, look, Katina is on the same path. 7 million, and then GD donated it, not pledged it to CLH, not the ACL. Isn't that so funny that I just said that, and Katina said the exact same thing here that me and Gary
100% agree with you, Katina. Absolutely. But I pledged it. And I faced our culture's wrath. Sorry, baby. trying to get in your zone.
No, you're all right. You're fine. You can read the chat if you want for me a second. Just because I need to do this. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. It just jumped. 1 second. Sorry, I got the... while I'm checking the news, it was just really loud in my ears.
Oh, my God. Right. Bloody hell. Now, I feel like this is talking about Johnny and Amber's situation. Now, for Johnny Depp, we have these 3 cards here. We've got Medom. I don't paint my nails yesterday and they're all scratched up already. Sprout and Resurrection. Like, he was this. He was this full meadow full of flowers, and now he's like just starting to blossom again, and he's getting his resurrection. But on Amber's side, Miss Mira herself, we've got the Grim Reaper. The Grim Reaper coming in here. The ocean. I feel like that this is symbolizing the Mirror film. And then we have fire and fuel. Okay. Straight over, and I feel like they are basically speaking for themselves, that she's basically brought a death to her own career. I feel like that's saying, and all she's done is add fuel and fire onto the way people perceive her. And what does Sean and those cards for each are so true? Yeah, I was like, oh my God, I've got to bring them up straight away. Sean B put a comment. I'm honestly really nervous about the verdict. We all know Johnny deserves to win, but what if the jury decides otherwise? If the jury decides otherwise, then we'll probably see this plastered all over mainstream media. The jury found Amber Heard didn't defame Johnny Depp, which means that we have to remember these are just 7 people, normal people like me and you, and they are just they don't. There's a lot of stuff
I'm
that
not normal.
No, you're not normal, but I imagine that the jury are quite normal. But there's a lot of evidence that they don't know, and they can only go off the evidence that they have. There's a lot of evidence that the whole public have seen, or the majority of the public have seen. Like I've said many times, the most criminating one for Amber is the fact that she said, "I didn't mean to do it," on that Australia tape with Jerry Judge. She said, "I didn't mean to do it." And if they was able to play that in the court, that would have been a game changer, a big game changer. If Keely done my tarot again, it's a good chance I get the Death card again. Death row squirrel. Christina says, "Don't want to thank
Liz. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just going to say, yes, Liz, I am special. My mama said I'm special. But go on.
Oh, bloody hell. Don't want to sound cliche, but I think JD has already won. I feel like it's already won. It's somehow the verdict doesn't go in his favor and goes in HH's favor. That would almost be worse for her because people will be so angry. People already are angry, and her girlfriend's venom on the social medias at the moment, Miss Fartlow, is adding more fuel to the fire as well. Like, she's literally trying to attack people on Twitter constantly. And even like secondhandly trying to harass Johnny Depp. I hope that Johnny Depp gets a restraining order on her and Amber, on the 2 of them. The fact that she's posting on social media about him, oh, he's doing a tour, and blah blah blah. Like, girl, really? You're not gonna.
But there was word out about her doing that because um someone had posted about Amber's new home, new $1 million home on which she's gonna be moving into, and so she took it upon herself to say, oh well, Johnny's over here, he's gonna be doing this at such and such place. But guess what, girl? You're only helping his cause because now he's gonna have a sold out show.
Yeah. Well, Jeff Beck has come forward and said that it was it was always supposed to have been a secret that Johnny was playing, because otherwise it would have just been madness. Not people that, going to see the music, but people just going there for like
Yeah.
to show their support. But there is a lot of people, I feel, who go overboard to try and show their support, where there's some people who ran into traffic at the court.
Oh yeah.
To be able to get
just
to
to pass on a gift.
Yeah. And the security guard, I forgot his name now. Is it Sean? No, what's he called? Is it Sean Bett? His name's gone out of my head.
Yeah.
The security guard. He was
Sean
like,
Bett.
"Get out of the road! You're gonna get hit." Tanya says Amber will never let this go. She may appeal, I don't know, but even if she doesn't, she will never let this go. She will do magazine deals and write an autobiography to continue telling her lies. Well, the thing is that wouldn't she get defamed again? Wouldn't it be classed as defamation? The whole point is that she is here because of the statements that she made in this op-ed. So if Johnny Depp wins, it will stop her from being able to spread them lies.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the biggest reason why I hope he wins. And like Johnny's team said, they don't
like Tanya just said, she's not gonna stop telling those lies. She's the type of person that's just gonna back it into her grave. No, this is the truth. This is my truth, and this is what happened. Blah 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 blah. She'll never back away from that.
My truth isn't the truth, though, and she'll just keep getting sued. I've also seen on Twitter, like, a lot that there is a high chance that she may be getting investigated for perjury regarding falsifying the evidence of her injuries, where they are clearly photoshopped and they clearly have a filter on them. Obviously, we've got to wait to see if anything comes of that, but imagine if it does.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, that's an ongoing investigation right now. I think they're playing chess right now on when to bring that about. Linda, lovely Sherry, hello.
Will you read this lovely comment here?
I'm sorry. I just like Limey the Squirrel. I love that name.
Yeah, it's a fun name.
I really feel he needs this win, to be honest. If he loses the mainstream media, the mainstream media will keep painting him in a bad light. And some people will continue calling him names and age victim. You saw what happened in the UK. Yeah, but no, honestly, Linda, I think that the genius part of this trial is that they put the cameras in the courtroom, so that everyone can see for themselves how she acts as opposed to how he is. And when I say acts, I mean that, like, literally she's acting and not very good. And everyone has seen this, and there's been memes, there's been everyone around, and this is not just in the US, this is worldwide. Everyone around the world is saying this. And this is actually what Johnny tried to warn her about, even in the audios that we've heard them talking about. And he was like, this is not going to be good for you, and it won't be good for me. And
when he says it will cause public humiliation, and she keeps saying that he was threatening her with that, and he wasn't. He was warning her. that this is
Mm-hmm.
is this the road that you're going to want to go down? Because you'll have to take the stand too. You'll have to get
Yeah.
up and say these things too. And
Right. Under oath.
yeah, and he
You
said
know?
that to her, and he weren't threatening her, because that's what they kept saying in the court. He threatened me with public humiliation, and he got a campaign against me. That guys, like, come on now, what campaign has there been about Amber Heard? People have just collectively come together with the same thought process after hearing them audios. That's what brought me in. After hearing them audios of her saying, tell that this here at the bottom, tell the world, Johnny, tell them I'm a man, a victim of DV, and see how many people believe our side with you. That's what got to me emotionally. It hit me right in the heart. And it did with millions of people across the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it wasn't a campaign.
No, it wasn't a campaign. She did it to herself. She created all of this. He tried to keep it private. He's a private person, you know.
Hence
I
the
can
song,
relate.
it didn't have to be like this.
Exactly. But yeah. So are you shuffling more cards or what?
In a minute, I'm just having a sec.
Oh, okay.
Tanya
Yeah,
says, I think unless the judge says something, that she must never say anything. She will continue, and probably because she knows Johnny will let it go once it goes in his favour, because he knows the people know the truth. Yeah, but she could still get sued for defamation again
mm-hmm.
for
She
saying
could.
that. Yeah, because
Oh God, this would be one of those cases where, because defamation, not defamation, but a perjury is, you don't see a lot of cases going into court for perjury. It's because to be honest, it's kind of a waste of the court's time. But in this case specifically, there's been so
okay.
many times where she's perjured herself, and even across the pond, and over in Australia, and they take it seriously. So that's an active investigation that's going on right now. So she could be in some serious trouble, this one, and really see herself behind bars. But we shall see. We'll just have to wait it out and see. But she just keeps digging that hole deeper and deeper. It's like with
Tanya has an
everything
update
she
here.
says. Okay. A deputy will knock on the jury room about 5 p.m. All right. Okay. So we got about a little more than 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool. So we can chill before then. If you want to pull some cards, and I'll keep an eye on it.
Yeah, well, I'll pull some cards in a minute. Like I said, I'm having some fresh air at the moment. My lungs needed some fresh air.
Okay. Well, if you'd like, we can go through some of the closing statements
We've only got
with
15 minutes, so
the best cross-examiner in the world, Camille Vasquez. She's
guys,
amazing, guys.
if you'd
If
like
she
us to,
doesn't want to make you go to law school, I don't know who else would.
I'm gonna put in Laura B's tweets on notifications so I can keep updated at the moment. Let me get that up.
Yeah, they don't want to stay late because the judge already said that they don't pay for dinner. In the U.S., that's tea for you guys. Okay.
Well, no, it's not in the UK. It's just in the north of UK that we call the evening meal tea.
Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah. Oh, can you share? I'm going to send you a picture on a tweet, on Twitter and your DM. And it's from the picture that Rottenborn brought up, which was before they went on the Orient Express, and it's from the Instagram. where Johnny Depp was saying it was just a shadow on his cheekbone. And I don't know if you want to bring that up so we can just have a quick look at that. And you can tell it is just a shadow. They actually look like they edited it to make it look. Yeah, so many young women are going to be looking at
looking up to Camille. Yeah, absolutely, they will.
Thank you guys for keeping a lookout for us as well, because as soon as that goes live, if it goes live while we're live, we're going to live stream it here so we can look at the verdict live with you guys. Yeah, that's what I've just sent to Gary, Tanya, and we're going to bring it up on the screen in a minute so we can look at this original picture of Johnny Depp holding that little cute child.
Is that me? Oh no, that's not me. I'm not that Asian. And I'm not that much younger than he is.
Can you zoom it in on Johnny Depp's face at all?
Let me see. How's that?
So this is the picture that Rottenborn used in the court, but the one that he used, it made it looked like it had a filter on to make it look like Johnny Depp had a bruised eye, but it just looks like a shadow. Like he doesn't look like he has a bruised eye there. No, yeah, it just looks fine. It just looks like he's got high cheekbones.
No, he does have high cheekbones though.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, that just looks like shadows. Because I've done that before too, like on one of Stevie's streams. I showed how you can trick the light to make it look like you have a bruise. Like if you go down like that, see how it's dark now?
Yeah.
No black eye, 2 black eyes. But the light does a lot.
Yeah, the light does do a lot. Tanya said they must have edited it, or Amber wouldn't put it past her as much as a Bully Rottenborn is. I doubt he would risk his career for her. Yeah, I feel like that it looked edited. It really did. The one that they used in the court.
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah, well, you probably was listening to it rather than watching.
Yeah, because I'm working at the time.
That's what it looked like anyway. Katina says dinner, supper, afternoon tea. When you hear somebody from the north of England say that tea and they're talking about food, they mean what the majority of like the south of England and the US and Canada and that call dinner. For people in Manchester, when they say dinner, it means the meal that you have in the middle of the day, breakfast, dinner, tea. Whereas down south it's breakfast, lunch, dinner. And the where that actually comes from is from back in the day when there was on rations and everything. They would have the big meal in the middle of the day, and in the evening they would have a cup of tea with some bread. So that's where it comes from when they say tea.
Okay. Well, there you go. Another history lesson by your girl, Keeley Talks.
I'm full of random facts. I gave Gary a proper random fact last night about
always,
Lilo
not just Stitch. Last night, every day. Oh, yeah, she did. The thing, the Hawaiian dance that they did was actually a real Hawaiian dance.
We had a film night and we watched Lilo and Stitch last night. But before we watched it, I was explaining to him that the animation of the hula dance that they did, they actually filmed real hulas and then drew them to exact, including the drummers, to have it perfect in the film. But anyway, Katina says, I think so too, but Rottenborn was alone. But Rottenborn was also the one who ran Eve Fartlow's phone up to the judge with the edited social media screenshot of Gina Davis. So clearly he's not that bright.
All right. Yeah. No, exactly. That's a great point, because, you know, if he was really doing his job, he would have been like, okay, well, where did you get this from? And when's the date? He would want to get all the details instead of just thinking. Maybe he was just so flustered, like, oh, we got us a little smoking gun right here. No, son, no. You got to look at where that came from. Look at the source. You got to consider the source.
I know.
And it was from years ago.
Yeah. Do you think Johnny and Amber will already know the verdict? No, they'll know the verdict at the same time as we do when it gets read out at court. If it is televised, it should be televised, because everything
That's
else
why
has
Johnny's
been
chilling
televised
right now. Yeah.
What?
Why do you think Johnny went across the pond and was just like, screw this, I'm gonna go do a concert. I need to get this off my head.
I'm going to send you that awesome picture of him playing the guitar on Twitter, so that if you can share it if you want to.
Yeah. Oh, I know. I was just looking at what they're showing on the LNC channel, the ones who like to be brats about sharing their feeds. And it was on that bit about where he said that it didn't have to be this way, it didn't have to be like this, or whatever. When he was talking about basically, it doesn't matter what's the outcome. He said it doesn't matter the outcome of this trial, because I've already lost everything. Yeah, and I have to carry this on my back for the rest of my life.
Jury coming in according to Twitter. Let me check Sky News. Sorry for interrupting you. But let me just turn this down. Tanya says that the jury are coming in.
All right, let's see.
Can't see anything yet. Also waiting for that. Under the eye looks a bit puffy, says Linda. In one eye only, but could be because of lack of sleep. But that on the cheekbone is likely a shadow. Yeah, it just looks like a shadow.
Well, Sky News is still on the Jubilee right now.
Well, normally they have a separate live stream for the verdict. For the Johnny Depps. That's what we're waiting for. Nick Wallace said going home for tonight. Oh, no mistake, coming home, it says. Well, okay, so at least we know that. So there's not going to be any verdict tonight. And there's going to be no verdict tonight. The jury are going home. Let me create a banner so for anyone coming in.
Okay. Well, do we still want to go over the closing arguments?
Yeah, in a little while. Yeah, you can do.
Well, I'm just making sure so I can set it up. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, see how many people jumped out when we said there's not going to be any verdict tonight. Oh, bloody hell.
Okay. We don't have to jump out, because we can still go over like the closing arguments and then make our own assessments.
They will resume deliberations tomorrow at 9 a.m. Christina says, does anyone know if JD and AH are coming back to Fairfax for the verdict? I thought I saw something earlier that they are not. Well, apparently Amber has gone to her summer. She's gone to some sort of summer $1 million price tag home in the desert. And Johnny Depp has gone to England to join Jeff Beck on his tour. And if Johnny joins him on all of his shows, that means he's going to be in Manchester on Saturday.
Ooh.
Don't be jealous.
I am a bit. I don't get to go. But you could.
9 a.m. tomorrow will be 1:30 p.m. Lime time. 9 a.m. Eastern for me is going to be
Lime time.
2 p.m. UK time. I just wish that I had software to be able to share it live. Hopefully, no matter what though, I'm going to still be sharing it later on in the stream.
Mm-hmm.
If the verdict isn't decided and revealed today, does that mean it could be decided and revealed tomorrow? It very well could be decided tomorrow and revealed tomorrow, Shambi. I had my own theory that we could be waiting till like Thursday or Friday, and that is because they've had so much information over these last 6 weeks. They may want to go over a lot of the evidence, and then they might want a whole day just to talk it out and see how everybody feels and what everyone wants to do.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'm not savvy to these things. This is just my my guess.
Well, they did say that. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking at something else. Remember, he said that when they come up with a verdict, then the judge will give an hour's notice, and then it will be revealed at the top of the hour.
Yep.
So it would be on. So even if they, I mean, because it's already about 5 o'clock here, EST, and it's the end of the day, so they probably just want to go home and rest and sleep on it, or maybe they haven't come up with it. It's got to be unanimous. Well,
they've gone home for today now.
Right, because it's the end of the day. It's 5 o'clock. So they've already been going through deliberations for 4 hours. Well, more than that. They did to Friday. Yeah, and then since 9 a.m. today. And like I said, if they haven't come to unanimous decision, it could go on. But if they have, it's already too late in the day to come up with a verdict. They'll have to do it within, quote, business hours. And it's already the end of the day. So tomorrow, we very well could have the verdict. So we'll just have to stay tuned.
Yeah, I'm going to do a verdict reading in a moment. But even, guys, like the judge said, that as soon as they get a decision, they, like Gary was saying, they're going to do it, give an hour's notice then and do it on the top of the hour. So if they do it at 9:05 in the morning, then it won't be revealed until the 11 a.m., if that makes sense. Because an hour's notice will be 10:05, and the next top of the hour would be 11 a.m., which would be 4 p.m. in the UK. So at the earliest, that's the way we're going to get it in the morning, is the 4 p.m. sort of time. But I'm hoping that they can just, if they're going to make it the decision tomorrow, that they'll wait just a little bit longer so we can share it.
Yeah.
Waiting the whole day and they went home. And the whole world is waiting though.
Yeah. We is. For sure.
Linda says, I don't like Amber, but I think it was not nice of the magazine giving away her location. It's not safe. Most JD fans are great, but in every community there's rotten apple that would invite themselves. Yeah, or even crazy fangirls of Amber's themselves who think that they know her and love her and want to be with her. Like, nobody should reveal anyone's location. hopefully she does have security guards. And whilst we're talking about communities and stuff, I want to reiterate that thing with the I'm saying it this way because I don't want to strike the channel, but the microwave and the baby, and what they was, because he brought it up in court that she'd been threatened with her baby and the microwave, and I feel like that this was an orchestrated fake account. Like, this account is a real account, but this account does not follow anybody in the Johnny Depp community. They do not they do not have any followers from the Johnny Depp community either. And randomly, whilst the court was going on, this person just randomly came up and put these threats to Amber, and this was part of their fight within their testimonies, within their closing arguments, that she was threatened with this. And I feel like it is such a mad coincidence, considering that Rooney and is it Varde in their court case, Varde, I think I'm pronouncing the name right, she also had them threats, and now Amber's had him as well. Like, I've seen the account, it is a legit account, guys. I've seen the actual tweets.
Well, she's been known to stealing other people's stories as well.
Yes, exactly. And Amber has tried to orchestrate so many things, and she's tried to trigger people. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, like, last year when she was on Twitter a lot, and she was like trying to, like, a lot of people in the community was like, do not reply to her. She is trying to make it look like the JD community are bullies. What? And it's tell Jubilee, how very dare they? Yeah, we have our Jubilee, don't we, this week on Friday? Queen's Jubilee. I've got my flags, I need to put them up. Let me get them. Where have you gone, Kevin?
I'm still here. I'm just picking my nose. Don't want you to see that.
That was a bit TMI. But we've got the flags for the Jubilee. I'm going to put them up with the kids. We're going to have a picnic and everything. Yes, and we're going to have a picnic and everything. You've got your mum's pen here as well. But there's loads of things going on as well in every single town in England. There's loads of parties going on, and it's going to be amazing.
I know, I wish I was there now. Good Lord. Why did I have to come in winter?
I know. Hello, Snow Queen. I've only just seen you there. How are you doing, love?
Snow Queen. That's what I call my Keeley, my Snow White Queen.
Linda says, heard that was from a film or a book or something. I read that somewhere. What did you hear was from a book regarding the microwave thing?
Yep.
Well, I've seen the actual account. It was actually Cherry who shared this with me.
Uh-oh. I got a lot more going on. I'm going to mute myself for a moment.
No, you're all right. The lawnmower don't bother me. I have seen the actual Twitter account, Linda, and I've seen the tweets, and they are horrible. And like I've already said before, I know that collectively as a community, we all came together when that baby was born and said how beautiful that child is, and how collectively we will not wish harm on the child or say anything about the child at all. The only comments that were passed around the JD community was the concern of having Amber as her mother, and hoping and wishing that she would treat her child a lot better than she treated her husband. Hopefully she will. Hopefully she will. That there was also a case in America about that. About what, TJ? I don't know what I said. I'm confuzzled, confused. At least we know where we stand regarding the verdict, and we know exactly what's going on with them, and that they ain't gonna be one of them today. There ain't gonna be about the microwave. Well, that's absolutely disgusting. Like, one thing I hate is anybody like saying anything about, as a mother, one thing that I'm truly against with all my heart is anyone saying anything about a child, about harming a child or trying to hurt a child. It's disgusting and it's gross. And if that person feels like that they are part of the Johnny Depp community, well, no, you're not. We do not claim you. We do not want you. Just go away over there. Linda says, yes, someone on Twitter said it came from something else. Maybe I'm wrong, but I wouldn't have put it past her since she basically told the entire film Gone Girl from start to finish. Someone on Twitter said it came from something else. Well, like I said, Linda, I've seen it. I can't show you the tweet. I can't show you the account because I don't want to dox somebody. But I've seen it, and I've seen what they put. So it is a real tweet, but this is, to me, it's so bizarre that this Twitter, it has literally about 20 followers, if not less, and they managed to get Eve Barlow's attention and be brought up in this court case. It's just so sus to me. Like, really? Where is it? Like it feels like it conveniently fitted in with this narrative of threats and bullies and campaigns. Like, there's some sort of campaign going on. Hey, Aladdin, Adona, sorry, I'm not very good at
Aldona.
If you can ask a question, yeah, of course you can ask a question. I don't know if you usually here for readings. We're not doing readings tonight. This is about Johnny Depp.
Aldona, you're funny. You said, hello, can I ask a question? That is a question, love. So obviously you can.
Does anyone remember A.H. saying JD said he would do that to the dog? She did. I don't know if she brought it up in the US case, but she did say that. I know she brought it up in the UK regarding saying that the dogs and the microwave. Yes, I remember that. And also I remember the thing where she said that Johnny had the dog hanging out of the window. There's literally a picture of her having the dog out of the window. I don't know if I'll be able to put that up quickly. I know a lot of you has probably already seen it already. Let's see if we can find it. Hello, Lisa. Lisa says, yes, I agree. Poor child never has to come into the world. No, I feel like that this is beautiful because she is beautiful, a beautiful little girl, and I feel like that she was conveniently a chess piece beginning, like a plan to get the court case pushed further back, pushed further down the line. And I say that in the sense of Amber had the fortune of being able to choose when her little girl was born through surrogacy. And when Una was born, she was born right around the time that the original case in Virginia was supposed to have been. Like, because it got pushed back a whole year because of COVID, because the courts had such a big, massive pushback with COVID. So Una was born right around that time, and it felt, if I was in the middle of a court case, I do not feel like I would choose to have a child be born at that time. I feel like it would be stressful because having a child is stressful. I should know I'm a mother of three, and I brought them up on my own since my youngest was 1 year old and she's now 5. So it's been a few years where I've done that. And until Gary's here, I'm still bringing them up on my own. We have 70 of you here. If you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. It's lovely to have you here. Limey says, imagine if Johnny and Amber had children together, they would get trolled so bad. I don't believe that anyone should troll a child because
No.
you know, you should never ever
Leave the kids alone.
Yeah. You don't have to stay muted, by the way. Your lawnmower isn't bothering me at all.
Almost bothering me though.
No, you're totally fine. We've got a lot of people coming in here at the moment.
Oh, hello, hello.
Hello. As a reminder, guys, the pinned link in the chat is the new song in support of Johnny Depp, sung by your boy Gary here, and it is a beautiful
That's me.
song.
Hello. My guitar. That's what did it.
You put on your weird accent. Did you get that picture that I sent to you, by the way, on Twitter?
Oh, let me check. One sec.
Good night, TJ. Linda says, I have to go. Oh, no worries, Linda, as well. It is late for some people. It's only 10 o'clock here, so we're going to be live for a bit. And in a little while, like my channel...
You're going to be live for a bit.
We are. We're gonna be live for a bit. On my channel, a lot of you guys know we cover this and we also cover other things such as the free readings, and in a bit we're going to do we're not going to predict whether it's going to be yes or no, but we're going to look around the situations regarding the verdict and everything going on there. So this is a picture of Johnny Depp behind the scenes at one of his gigs with Jeff Beck, and I when I first saw this picture of him before, I was like, wow, look at all them bracelets. It looks like he couldn't decide which bracelet he wanted to put on, so he just put all of them on. Like, I'll just wear them all. And the same with the scarves. It looks like he's got about 20 scarves on there as well.
And I was like, oh, I like this one. I like this one. I like this one too. Fuck it. I'll just wear all of them. And then I'll tie one around my elbow.
Tie one around the elbow. That's his lucky scarf right there on the elbow. Yes. Lisa says the song is great. I listened
Great
to
photo,
it.
though.
Guys, if you've not heard the new song, put a number 1 in the chat, because if you've not heard it, I tell you what, we can play it right now on the live stream. This song is in support of Johnny Depp.
Yeah, can do.
Or if you just want to hear it again, if you already have listened to it, put a 1 in the chat. We have it right here on the backstage. You can take that off now if you want. There we go. There we go. We've got 119 people in here, guys. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button.
Oh no, what's going on with this? All right. So did you want me to pull it up? The song?
No, it's okay. No, it's okay. I've got it here. I've got it right here on the StreamYard.
Oh, okay. With the video you did, right, with the lyrics?
Yeah. Limey's put 666.
You wanted that many times?
Johnny always dresses for winter. Well, to be honest, the weather is a bit like 1 minute it's freezing at the moment in England, and the next minute it's boiling up. So he's probably like, I don't know what to wear. Okay, guys, we're gonna put the we're gonna play the song right now. It's only 3 minutes long. It's in support of JD, and it's called "It Didn't Have to Be Like This."
There we go from the top. Yeah. Listen, you don't want to make nice. I tried. Seems like you want to take this to court. I went on believing that you were the one. What a mistake. How could have I been so wrong? Look what you did, girl. Look what you done. It didn't have to be like this. No, it didn't have to be like this. I gave you everything I could. Took your friends in. You knew I would. I should have known when it was all rushed. I never thought it'd be like this. It didn't have to be like this. You know, I can't understand you when you're talking like Fozzie Bear. Then pretending I pulled out your hair. Really? Tell me now, does that seem right? I thought you were better than this. It didn't have to be like this. You started to believe your own lies. I told you never again you'd see my eyes. So I'll see you in court, kid. I'm gone. It didn't have to be like this. It really didn't have to be like this. You quietened me down. You put on a frown. Hoaxed the whole damn town. Said that I beat you and they believe you. Even weaponized me too. But what about me too? And what you put me through? Oh, look what you did, girl. Look what you done. I never thought it'd be like this. Girl, you didn't have to be like this. I guess it's gonna have to be this. It didn't have to be this.
There we go, guys. I love what you did with that song.
What was that mule of a voice?
That was your voice. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to your boy Gary yet, his link to his channel is in the description of this video. Please go and check him out. He's also the one who sang Amber Waves of Pain as well, wrote and sang Amber Waves of Pain, which you probably heard.
That's my baby.
On like Stevie J Ross channel and everything, and he did an amazing job with that as well. And you have another song in support of just Johnny Depp, and we have another one that's in the on the way as well, don't there?
Mm-hmm. It's called Dear Johnny.
Yeah. I might that one that you just listened to I wrote, and this one, Dear Johnny, I've written this as well. But I don't know if I'm going to be writing it all because we haven't finished it yet. We've only just started it, and it's basically in its infancy right now.
We've only just begun.
Yeah,
But thank you guys for your kind words. Really, thank you. The lyrics are amazing, absolutely. And the melody only comes about if she agrees. So that's how we work.
Mm-hmm. A round of applause for Gary. Yes, exactly.
Oh, thank you.
I've a lot of people I've heard a lot of people say, will we all separate as a community after Johnny Depp has his verdict? And that's going to be a definite no, because collectively I'm going to turn you down a little bit. You've already muted yourself. Right outside your window. But collectively we came here as a community and we became a family. It's like we grew this bond of trust, and a lot of people in this community are survivors of DV, and that is something that we do like to talk about with honest talks on here on this channel, and we're going to be doing that again. Like, we've done panels of people from the community talking about their experiences of DV. There's 69 people right now. Such a funny number. Are they still right outside your window, Gary?
Kinda, sorta.
Kinda, sorta.
Yeah. I'll just keep muted until... Yeah, go on.
My mind just keeps pulling a blank. One thing as well, guys, I forgot to mention, which I found amazing from the closing arguments, was when Camille said to the jury that you either believe Amber or you believe Johnny Depp, and then she named all of Johnny Depp's witnesses, Isaac, Baruch, and everybody else. Sorry, blanked brain, blah 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 blah, blanked out brain again.
Well, I still had the closing arguments pulled up if you wanted to watch and go over it.
I'm not sure if I want to go over it at the moment. Maybe in a bit. I'll let you know. As soon as I feel.
Or are you going to do another reading?
I've not done the reading yet. I did a little start of the reading, and then we didn't have an in-depth look at the reading of what situations could come around this verdict and what could arise from it. So we're gonna do that in a minute, guys. And I've always said I do not predict the future. I'm not a fortune teller. I'm not here to predict anyone's future. But we will have a look at my cards and see what they say surrounding this verdict in a moment.
Cool. And thank you, Limey the squirrel. I appreciate that. And I will be doing more on my channel, guys. It's just I have... Oh God, here it comes. Here comes the lawnmower.
Good night, little miss.
Carol. Mute time.
Remember, guys, when everyone used to call me Kiwi? Because Rob didn't pronounce my name right for about nearly a year. He was calling me Kaylee.
All right. Good night, little miss.
I don't know what's happened. Something's popped up on my screen. Rebecca pouncing everybody in the chat. Hello, everybody. Hello, Rebecca. I've not seen you for a while. How you doing, my friend? Lovely to see you here right now.
Hello, Rebecca.
Well, at least the lawnmower has moved away from your window now, so that's a good thing. Let's see what's going on the toxic Twitterverse. Let's see if there has been any updates. Obviously, we know that regarding the jury that they have gone home tonight. That's why we have it here on the rolling banner at the bottom, so everybody is aware of everything that's going on there with the jury.
Oh, good job on the banner there, love. And Rebecca, we are very well. And Kaylee, she's saying she's been a very bad cat and just hiding away. Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm. We'll miss you, Rebecca. No worries, Lima. Lovely to see you, love. As well. As a reminder, guys, I've still not done it yet, but with the song, I do have like about 2 hours footage of behind the scenes of that, and I'm gonna post that in the members for the members only, so they can see that process, that creative process of the song being created.
Yeah, some of my best moments.
It's so funny though. We had a laugh. And
we always have a...
The same is gonna go with the Dear January. Gary didn't even know I was recording for the longest time. And you see him kind of change. It's funny to see. Where he's just being chilled, and then I'm like recording, and he's like, "Oh no, hi guys."
It always happens like that, though. It's like, you can ask my boy Toby. Yeah, I'm not doxing anyone at the moment. He's just my boy that I've done music with my whole, for like 30 years. We've been doing music together, this guy and I. And like, we'll just have a jam session, and it'll just be going and going and going. And then we're just like, damn, we should be recording this. And as soon as we hit the record button, it just changes.
Yeah,
the nerve just set in.
Under pressure.
Yeah, it doesn't sound the same at all. Hey, Scratchy boy, my boy. Look at my boy.
He's just blending in here with my cardigan. My little black, my little black floof.
I miss that boy, little beautiful Scratchy boy. Always getting in fights, little alley cat.
He is, guys. The amount of times his cat has come home with like claws stuck in his head.
I know I had to pull out a couple nails sometime. Once for sure that I know of.
He's buggered off now. Such a gorgeous kitty he is. He is super, super cute. He has such a loving temperament as well.
He does.
Now I want to ask you guys in the chat, what was it that drew you to this case? What was it that, and when did you get drew to this case regarding Johnny Depp and Amber Heard? Was it when it was in the UK? Was it when it came here to Fairfax? Was it when you heard audios, or was it like Amber Heard claims when the statements were made by Adam Waldman? I'll ask you first, Gary. What was it that drew you into this case, this trial?
Honestly, the one thing I can remember was it's all thanks to that Brian fella, Incredibly Average, because there were times I'm always looking at celebrity news and stuff like that, and then JD and AH came up, and I saw the People magazine photo and stuff like that, and I was like, "Oh, Johnny, what are you doing, man?" Because I've never heard of him being like that. And I'm like, "Well, what's going on with this?" And so I checked it out for a minute, and I found Incredibly Average on YouTube, and I saw all the videos and heard the audios and everything that he did, and I was like, "Holy cow! All right, well, this is a twist." And I just started watching all of his videos, all of them. And then as soon as I started watching his videos, the algorithm kicked in, I guess, and other people started coming up out of the woodworks, and for lack of better terms, because I hate saying that because she said it. But it's like everything she says now. If I catch myself saying it, I'm like, ugh. But anyway, yeah, it was Incredibly Average, Brian. And man, I got tuned in because just like all the rest of us, we've been there. And there's so
Yeah.
many of us that have been there. And I feel like that's the only reason why we all got drawn into it. Because it's just interesting. It's not just because it's a celebrity thing. Because if that was the case, we wouldn't care.
Yeah. Celebrity gossip. Because that's what
Yeah.
it felt like originally. Like for me personally, I can't remember if it was the audios or listening to Tug's channel or a mixture of the both. I think it was the audios, because that was really the thing that really, really pulled me in. Was when Amber said, tell the world, Johnny, that I, a man, I'm a survivor of domestic violence, see who believes you. And majority of you guys who are on my channel regular already know that I'm a survivor of DV myself twice over. And there's a video that I've put on my channel where from when I was hit and I had a big massive black eye on my left eye here. It's because you StreamYard flips it. I get mixed up with my left and right, but it was around my left eye. And I've got so much swelling when that happened. And you can clearly see that bruise there. And there was no hiding it with makeup. There was no way to hide it. And I tried, because I worked at the time. At the time, I worked in like a local grocery store. And I had teenage lads coming in and thinking that I'd been having a fight with some other girl or something. And I was pregnant with my son at the time when this happened. I was 22 weeks pregnant with my little boy. Thankfully, he was okay. Meow to you too, kitty.
He's agreeing with you. Yeah.
Thankfully, my little boy was okay. And when I heard the way Amber spoke to Johnny, it gave me PTSD. Hearing her with that venomous tongue, the way she was snapping at him, and the whole feeling of nobody believing you. So that's what really drew me in. Eco says here, for me, it was the audios incredibly average. Before the UK trial by a few months, I think. Not sure what brought me there though. That was a turning point. Yeah, it was for a lot of people, seeing them audios and hearing how she spoke to him. And it wasn't just the audio of her saying, "Go and tell Joey." The biggest one for me was when she said, "I wasn't hitting you, I wasn't punching you, I was hitting you, you're not punched." Like,
Yeah,
it was
when she started calling him a baby.
Yeah, grow up, stop being an effing baby. That was so close to me, too close to home. And I remember crying after hearing that audio. It broke me out. To hear a talk like that, to hear someone else going through what I've been through. Because when you go through DV, your perpetrator ultimately makes you feel like that nobody's going to believe you, that you're the only one in the world that's going through that. And it's a lonely feeling. It really is. Rebecca says, for me, I discovered the news because I was bored and wanted to know more about JD. I think I found Brian's recordings from Twitter. I was sick and horrified. And then I joined Twitter. Yeah, the JD community on Twitter, they are such a loving set of people. And you know what? There's so much that people have worked collectively on finding, to be able to debunk Amber's lies, regarding dates, regarding photos that have been obviously staged. It's individual people. Like, people give YouTube creators all the credit for being able to be able to debunk things, when in reality it goes down to the thousands and thousands of people that hone in on the tiny details, because there's so much evidence. So it's impossible for somebody to be able to debunk it all on their own. It goes to all the individual people in the community that came together, and it was able to debunk that. Where are we? My chat jumped on me. Liz says, when I first heard the tapes on Incredibly Average, I was in shock because I heard my ex speaking, but with a woman's voice. That's why I started watching everything. Well, exactly the same as me there, Liz. Exactly the same as how it made me feel. And it made, when I listened to Amber in the court, like going on like in, I want to use my platform to inspire other people, and I want to be the face of this, you know, I can't know what she was saying now, but something regarding like she wants to do work for the DV community, and the DV community feel like that she has pushed us so far back. She has hurt women's voices. She has basically, from what she has done in the public eye and in the courts, has pushed people so far back that then when people have genuinely been through DV, they're going to be questioned.
Right.
And it's heartbreaking. It's horrible.
Yeah. I mean, she, excuse me, she basically single-handedly ruined the Me Too movement, which could have been a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there are...
She weaponized the meeting.
Yeah, she weaponized it, but for her own gain. That's the sad part about it. She didn't think about anyone else or actual survivors of this thing. And she basically just put a scar in, and you know what? The sad part too is ACLU, they didn't help.
No.
But it's a double-edged sword in this situation, because maybe they did believe her. You know, hey, put that thing away, boy. This is a family show. But no, like I said, they may have had, you know, an actual a good intention, but they just chose the wrong one.
Yeah, they wanted
And then,
to change things for the good.
yeah, exactly. But they shouldn't have done that. They should have known. They should have seen the red flags. Like, you have an NDA on you right now. So, but they saw dollar signs when they knew it
Yeah.
was JD. They're like, oh my God, it's JD? Oh, we can use this and we can grow from this. Is it true? Is it true? Yes, girl, it's true. I'm like, okay, well, let's just do this in the best way that we can to not go against your NDA so you don't get a lawsuit. Or, oh my God. And then shit just hit the fan. But people are like that, though. There are people like that out there that are very charming and can make you believe them and everything that they say.
Yeah.
And, you have to pay attention to the red flags, and you got to be able to feel people out. And I feel like they just picked a bad card. That's all.
Yeah, they did.
I'm not hating on them. It's just, it was the Grim Reaper that got them.
They did. Liz here says, when I first heard the tapes on Incredibly Average, I was in shock because I just read that one. Snow Queen says, hearing about it at first, I'll admit, I thought, oh, just another celebrity BS thing. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
But hearing those audios was a game changer for sure. Yeah. For a lot of people, I feel are the same. When they heard them audios, it was like, now, you know, because it's that physical evidence, that physical proof. You can't change the way somebody is vocalizing and saying something, and it was her own words. I was hitting you. Like, imagine if a man, like Camille said, and we've all said this loads of times before them closing arguments. Imagine if it was a man saying, babe, you're not punched. You know, a lot of these abusers will use the same terms of, I was just doing this, I was just doing that. You know, it is just this. And I'll just get this book here to prove it. 1 second.
Yeah. What, if any, hits would you think is a punch?
What?
I said, what if any hits would you think is a punch?
Guys, this book is an amazing book to read. It's called Living with the Dominator, a book about the Freedom Project, the Freedom Program. You can get this on Amazon. I'm not affiliated with this book. It's just something that is really, really good. It helps people see the signs of abusers and perpetrators, and it brings out all them signs there. So, these are all the different personality traits of the dominator. Now, the first one I'm not going to read because that is about SV. So we're going to go on to the next bit, which says, the king of the castle, he treats you as a servant / slave, says women or men are for cooking. This, one thing I say about this book which annoys me is it's mainly aimed at women whose abusers are male. But these same characteristics go whether you're a woman and your perpetrator is a man. If you're a woman, your perpetrator is a woman. If you're a man and your perpetrator is a woman, it doesn't matter, because abuser doesn't have a gender at the end of the day. Abuse doesn't have a gender. Why are you laughing at me?
I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the fact that we have to go into a whole spiel about explaining he, she, he, we, him, her, whatever. That's just the world we live in.
Yeah, it's annoying. But the thing is, some of these use the pronouns of she says women are for or whatever. Or so anyway, I'm gonna read it so you know what I mean. This could go either way. Says women are for S cooking or housework, expects S on demand, controls all the money. The liar denies any abuse, says it was only a slap. That reminds me of Amber when she says, it was only a hit. I was only hitting you. I wasn't punching you. Anyway, blames drinks and drugs or stress, overwork, you or unemployment as to why they're acting the way they are. The persuader, they threaten to hurt or unalive you or the children. They cry. They say they love you. They threaten to hurt themselves. They threaten to report you to agencies. Now, with this one regarding Amber, the one that reminds me of her the much is the when she would say things like, "You are my favorite person in the world. I love you," and then she'll go back on into a little rampage. This will be in the middle of a rampage. She'll be like, blah blah blah, I love you, blah blah blah. Like, that's okay. Do you know what I mean? Like, as if that is love. Like, no. The bully glares, shouts, and smashes things and sulks. The jailer stops you from working and seeing your friends. Amber did that with Johnny Depp. She'd literally stop him from going out of the house. Tells you what to wear, keeps you in the house, seduces your friends and family. The head worker puts you down, tells you you're too fat, too thin, ugly, stupid, useless, etc. And we've heard Amber doing these things as well, calling him washed up, fat, ugly, old. All these derogatory names, horrible names that she called him.
Yeah. I mean, don't get it twisted. We've all heard the audios where he retaliates and calls her, like, to see you next Tuesday and stuff like that. But to me, I feel like It's just
That's just reactive, though.
yeah, it is reactive, but it can be weaponized. It can be used as oh, well, you're both this way. I know she pushed them to that
It's
point.
not about being pushed that point. It's about the fact that she wouldn't let him leave,
Well, that's what it does.
and she wouldn't let him go away. And if somebody, there's only so much you can sit there with somebody berating you and calling you names and telling you how much of a bad person you are. And you're gonna get to a point of telling them to do one. And I've even though, you know, I had that fear and everything, there was times when I didn't know when to shut my mouth, you know, and I'd give it back, not physically but verbally in an argument.
Right.
Because that's how arguments can go. I wouldn't be berating or anything, but you know, you tell them to F off, do one,
Yeah.
go away, kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Katina here says, I'm interested in true crime. Don't you pluck my chair, cat. I'm interested in true crime, so I found the channel Live Abuse Free through her Chris Watts vids. She has a playlist on AH's Ab essay of JD analysing the audios. I was like, what now? And was floored. Yeah, when you first hear them audios, it just proper, it makes you wake up from it. Like,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you
No,
go
absolutely.
you go from a point of seeing them on these pedestal as celebrities to seeing real people going through a situation where it's quite scary, you know. JD was lucky to get out of there with his life, I feel.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and there's a lot of good comments that you can go through right now, but I just wanted to make that one point that, you know, um, with my ex, right? It was very much just this, and but you know, close close calls physically, but thank God it didn't go there from her because she already has been in trouble for that before. So I guess she maybe had learned her lesson. But it came to a point where I told her, I was like, okay, the way you're talking to me, I mean, I've tried, I've done my part, but now if you're gonna just keep talking to me like this, I'm gonna start talking to you the same way and see how you like it, you know. And so I started to do that, and then it finally came to a point where she wanted to leave me too because I
Yeah.
treated her exactly how she treated me, just verbally though, you know. And I feel like that's what Johnny was doing.
It's never,
You know?
yeah, I understand. But
Because
you got to,
you can only take so much of the name calling and just the badgering, and you're like, you know what, F you too. You know what I mean? But anyway, yeah. So that's the only point I wanted to make.
yeah, it's okay. Rebecca says she was so whining, talking like such a brat. It made me wonder how could she be an adult. Yeah, she does. The audio that really freaked me out is that one that was released recently, where she's doing that hysterical laughter when Johnny says to her, "I don't understand you when you're talking like Fozzie Bear," and she's doing that weird ass voice, you know. I'm not going to do an interpretation of the voice, but she's like that to, oh, is it for your book? Is it for your book? Go and be a real husband. Go, you know, or go and run after another one of your
Oh gosh,
15 houses.
she was on a whole other level on that one. That audio right there really made me. I can't believe he sat through that. You know, he was probably he just had it like whatever. Have have at it. And
Yeah.
I got you recorded anyway. This is great. This is great audio.
I know. Well, I'm glad that he managed to get that on audio.
Yeah.
Lisa says, I knew she was crap after seeing the Australian interview. Even my mum said she's going to trouble. That Australian interview, for anyone who doesn't know what we're talking about, but I'm guessing everyone here probably does, is from when she took the dogs into Australia, and she took them in without getting the paperwork done. And the bio laws are really strict in Australia. And she basically got a slap on the hand. She apologized, but the way that she did it was she was lying. And it came out in the UK trial that she made one of her assistants, she tried to get like fast-tracked records from vets and stuff. Gary, I don't know if you can back me up on this, because I'm literally paraphrasing right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry, my love. I'm just taking a look at the chat real quick, and there's some issues with someone called GS15.
Why is the issues?
I don't know. GS15. Look, if anyone of the moderators can handle that, that'd be fine.
I don't
But
think there's...
look, don't start. Don't start
Oh,
talking
Cherry's
shit.
on it. Hey, Cherry, my love,
Hey,
how are you?
yes, Cherry. Hello, our love. But yeah, don't start talking shit, people. If you have opinions, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry about it. And the mods are on it.
Oh,
Sassy Sandra says that they started the hashtag Amber Turd back many years ago, and I've been credited for it. But now I want to do another one. Well, I didn't know that you made the hashtag Amber Turd. The way I used hashtag Amber Turd was
really?
nothing to do with yourself or anyone else, but because of what Amber did on the bed.
Where you go, Sassy Sandra?
Yes, but you know, get some more good hashtags going. But our favourite hashtagger in here is the lovely Cherry as well. We love the hashtags. Any
Yeah.
hashtags.
Cherry, Snow Queen, all of yous.
Yeah, it was what
We
JD
love.
said.
Yeah.
Johnny called Amber Turd, and that's where a lot of people use the
Oh
hashtag
yeah.
Amber Turd.
That's true. He was the first one to call her a turd.
So my whole chat just jumped on me then. I didn't see all the with all the drama llama. Drama
No,
llamas
it's all right.
going.
I was just looking at it and I saw like, you know, people were talking about chill out and stuff like that. So as soon as I see that, I'm like, what's going
No,
on?
don't worry. Cherry got, and all the other mods are on it. We have some amazing mods in this channel here. We have
Yeah,
100
absolutely.
of you guys watching now. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and
Hey,
join
hey,
in the
hey.
conversation. If you notice the chat, it'll
Yeah.
say subscriber mode only, and it's only 1 minute that you have to wait to be able to join in the chat there. 60 seconds, and it's basically just to keep the trolls out. So sometimes it works, sometimes it's not always worked in the past, but
Trust me. I know what 60 seconds is like. That's all it takes for me to
keep
heat up
it
a burrito.
real.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a burrito. You just heat it up, 60 seconds. Boom, good to go. It doesn't take very long.
Oh, you're so funny. Can you sing Amber Waves of
Microwave.
Pain for us, by the way?
A lot of mercy. Is somebody asking or are you asking?
Guys, if you want, and that's a
Because
gender.
if
If you want your boy Gary to sing Amber Waves of
am I JD
Pain,
now?
if you want your boy Gary to sing Amber Waves of Pain, put a 1 in the chat.
If I can remember how to play it.
You played it
God.
the other week.
On the spot. All right, let me see if I can grab my axe.
We're gonna have Amber Waves of Pain.
Or you could just pull up the video. Jeez.
No, but why pull up the video when I have you here, and we can have it live.
Oh, hang on. I gotta.
You can mute and get yourself orientated if you want for a moment.
Yeah, because I got too many songs in my head right now. Just give me a few.
Yeah,
Give
no
us a
worries.
few.
You're fine. When do we not want to hear Gary sing, honestly? Says Equal Spice, and I agree with you. There's a video which I might share with you guys one day, which was where it's just me and Gary. Like this, but it's on a private video. And I don't think he knows I started recording, but it was just this was before he physically came here to Manchester. And he was singing this beautiful song to me, and at the end of it he was actually crying with emotion. Like, I don't know, I might be selfish, I should just keep it to myself for the rest of my life, but one day I might share it because it is absolutely beautiful. I just said the 300. Was you timed out or did you time somebody else out? Exactly, Cherry. Where's the fun in that if we just play a video and we've got Gary's beautiful voice right here on the channel? We had it didn't have to be like this before, but we didn't have it live. We shared the video of it, so we're gonna have Amber Waves of Pain live. And I know he hates me putting him on the spot, but I know that we all love it when he sings live for us as well. Sassy Sandra says, Amber hardly had a career before all this, but now she has shown the whole world who she really is. She has lost all respect anyone had for her. And win or lose, she is morally, financially bankrupt. I totally 100% agree with you, Sandra. She has basically become a laughing stock in the sense of people have seen her acting attempt on the stand, and it is so plainly obvious that she was making up these lies right there. And it was so funny and ironic when her own acting coach came forward and said that she cannot do fake tears when she's trying to cry when she's acting. She can't do it. And we all seen that on the stand. She tried it. She tried her hardest to cry, to just bring a droplet out. But that cold soul of hers, that blackened soul of that girl's, is so dried up like a prune inside. She could not bring out any tears. There's just dryness there. Everything was just completely dried up. Katina says, my favourite song, Amber Waves of Pain. So for anyone who haven't heard Amber Waves of Pain before, obviously written and sung and composed by your boy Gary, whose channel is in the description. But if one of the mods can please share his channel, then when he starts singing, then I'll be appreciative. Go Snow Queen, thank you. She is a terrible actress and her character is the worst. I dig a hole and bury myself in it. Yeah. She has done a terrible job of the thing is though, now she isn't going to be wanted in Hollywood because of the worldwide anger that she's created as well. Nobody's going to want to put her name to their business. And this hasn't got nothing to do with some Adam Waldman statements. This has got to do with her on the stand and clearly lying about these heinous crimes that she was accusing Johnny of. And these heinous, horrible stories. Saying that she had 2 black eyes and a broken nose and busted lips and bruised up ribs and everything, and the girl's hair looking flawless on the James Corden show. Make it make sense, because it doesn't make sense at all to me. Amber may have about 50 movie credits, but for the most part, she's been on screen for a few minutes at most. I think this was basically her biggest role, this whole, as she was calling it, the Johnny Show. This whole trial was basically her biggest role, and she failed it. Hopefully the jury have seen through that. Hopefully they would have seen through the lies. I feel like Johnny did a great job of coming across so much sincere. Obviously he didn't like Rottenborn, and gave him a load of lip, but I found that quite amusing. I found it quite funny, the way he spoke to Rottenborn. But he came across like you felt the emotions. The most heartbreaking part of this trial, for me personally, was when they played the audio clip when Johnny was trying to hurt himself. When it after they had already broken up, and they was in the hotel room, and it was really, really heartbreaking. And you see Johnny getting so emotional, sat there on the stand. He looked like he wanted to break down. I don't know if that was like the first time he heard that since, because you can imagine you wouldn't want to listen to yourself in that emotional state. But it was heartbreaking to hear. Hashtag she's dried up, yeah. Literally and figuratively. I tossed a smart and hot snowball seems to have done the trick. Well, I'm glad that you did, Snow Cream. Do you think the jury will be back tomorrow? Okay, I hope they are back tomorrow. But the amount of evidence that they have to sift through, bearing in mind that Amber Heard has produced multiple evidence for different incidents. I don't know if it was just them 2 bits of evidence that she provided, is the wine that was spilled on the floor and the picture of her face that had different filter. When she said it was 2 different incidents, I don't know if they were the only ones that she doubled. We don't know fully. But there's so much evidence, and you have to remember that them audios are hours and hours long. It's the hellfire that drives everything out. Yeah, she's got hellfire inside her. Sassy Sandra says, I can't even imagine how she is a mother, because she is so selfish, and by her nature she only thinks of herself and herself as a victim. So I feel sorry for her child, because she cannot change when you cannot even admit to have any problems. I've said this, like I've always said this, which is I hope that she treats that child a lot better than she treated Jenny. And I feel like that child will be mainly brought up by nannies. Obviously, I don't know that as a fact. Well, I feel like the way the child is brought up will be influenced a lot by nannies. So hopefully,
I mean, where's the child now? You know, we haven't seen a lick of anything on the child right now.
No.
You know what I mean? And I hope, if anything, good can come out of that poor little baby, that it will change her ways and see this innocent little infant and give it some true love, you know. Because the kids, first and foremost, and you know I feel this way. I've told this to you ever since we've gotten together, that the kids are first. They're always first.
Yeah. I don't want to talk about my kids on live, but yeah.
No, not your kids. I'm just saying in general, kids. That's just how I feel. But I just, you know, I truly, truly hope that this little girl that she has can, you know, it's like the Grinch. When the heart grows just a little bit, that's the only thing I can wish for her in that situation.
Me too, Sean B. I totally agree with you there. I feel like that as well. She got the child to try and get sympathy from the children. Yeah.
I know, it's so sad, but I mean, this is just a poor little innocent child.
Okay,
I know
you
it's
ready
being.
Sorry, go on.
Well, now, after that, sure. Oh my God.
Right, okay.
I was trying to remember how to play it because I forgot that it was a different. Where are you going?
I'm clearing my camera for a minute.
Oh, no, I need to see your face so I can sing to you. Because the last two songs that we've been working on was a different style, and this one's like a plucking style. And I forgot. I had to go back and listen to it. I'm so tired, but I just can't seem to get no sleep. 'Cause there's something nasty in between my sheets. Oh, what the hell did she do to me this time? Oh, what the hell did she do to me this time? Oh, Amber, should I call you Amber Waves of Pain? You drive around with no pants on, what a shame. Stealing people's toilet paper, that's lame. When you can use the verdict from the UK. Come on, everybody. Oh, my Amber Waves of Pain. You tried to ruin Johnny's name. Now he's gonna go to court with you, and you can never tell the truth. You get locked up in those chains. I hope you get locked up in those chains. Enjoy being locked up in those chains. Oh, our Amber Waves of Pain.
Your voice is so beautiful, boy.
You hush it, you.
Yoshi. By the way, guys, Gary's channel is in the description of this video. Please go and subscribe to him. The full version of that song is on his channel. And you'll be able to listen to that beautiful voice as much as you'd like to. We have had a super chat while you were singing, and that's from Mystic Gaming. Justice for Johnny Depp. Thank you for the super chat.
Oh, awesome. Thank you, Mr. Gaming. Support is always loved.
Yeah, so yes, many people gave you... Snow Queen says, seriously, someone get this on a disc and get it to Dar to give it to JD at the court. Well, JD's not going to be at the courthouse again now, don't
I know, right? But Darth would be the one to give it to him, just like he did the book, yeah?
Yeah. But you got so much love here, Gary.
Thank you.
Team. Cherry needs a light emoji. Beautiful. Yay. I don't know if I froze then, I think. Mystic Gaming, Cherry. Liz says, thanks, Gary.
Thank
Sandy
you.
says, would be
My
super
pleasure.
cool to see Gary to play music, Johnny. How amazing would that be? Kay says, great song, Gary. Here's your boy Gary's channel, guys. Please go and subscribe to his channel.
Oh, Cherries. You're so awesome. Yeah, and if you do, thank you. But I do plan to do more on there. We'll figure it out. Because I've been more just wanting to support my love, Keeley Talks, and trying to help her out as much as possible. That's been my focus.
Oh, thank you, my love. Mystic Gaming is a new subscriber from the UK. Obviously, I'm from the UK as well. Gary's from Florida.
Palm trees and all.
Yeah, definitely. Liz says my favorite song live.
Oh. I'm surprised I remembered it. The words and how to play it. It's been a while.
Cherry says, hashtag we need more Daddy.
Well, we need more Mama Cherry around the world. You are awesome.
Yeah, Cherry's awesome. I love Cherry.
We love us some Cherry. All of us do.
I just want to let I just wanted to say this whilst everyone's here as well. A lot of you guys who come in here all the time already know this, but for anyone who's new here, we cover the Johnny Depp case, and we cover things such as surviving after DV, and we also cover chronic pain. I know it's not everybody's thing, but I also do live stream. I'm not doing that on this stream, but I also do live streams where I do free readings as well. As you can, let me just move out of the way. Probably see with all the stuff behind me as my backdrop here. And they're really nice, just chilled out vibe streams. Some people don't even come in there for a reading; they just come in there to hang out. It's generally the same kind of crowd you see here, which is people from the Justice for Johnny Depp community anyway, who just love to hang out with each other. And it's just nice, calm vibes in the card streams, I feel, as well.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Oh, Sean V, yeah. I'm basically I've been in Florida most of my life, so I just say I'm from Florida. Yeah, I was born in California, but
He was
raised
born in
on
California.
Really? Okay. I was born in California, but raised on the East Coast between Florida and I lived in Virginia for a while, Virginia Beach, and but most of my high school years and to now has been in Florida. So anyway, yeah.
I'd love to be able to enjoy the heat, which is in Florida, but as you can tell, I'm so pale. I would just turn into a burnt prawn, like a fried up burnt prawn, and
A prawn. I'd eat you.
Dried up like a prune.
I thought you said a prawn.
I did say prawn, but dried up like a prune.
You didn't hear what I said, did you?
Yeah, I heard what you said. I heard what you said, boy.
Num num num. Now you got me worried about putting my hands through my hair because that's a tick of mine.
No, no, you're fine. You just made me laugh. Like when I do my eyebrow at you.
Yeah. I was born in California.
I'm sorry. It tickled me. Like, yeah, acting all cool about it. Yeah, I was born in California, but now I live in Florida. Don't be jealous.
There's nothing. Okay, anyway. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, Johnny Depp is in
Born in
London
California.
doing concerts with Jeff Beck.
I know. So jealous. Oh my God, man. If I can like be do like a Make-A-Wish type thing, I would reach out to Johnny and be like, "Can we just have a jam session? Just one time, one day. Just give me like 8 hours."
Yeah, that would be awesome. I think it would just be an awesome person just to have a conversation with. He just seems so
Absolutely.
down to earth and
Yeah.
humble. And where Amber was like looking down her
And
nose at
engaging.
everyone, I feel like he, like, what everyone has said about Johnny is that he loves to give everybody their time and make them feel like they're the only person in the world.
Right. He's like, "Oh, Susan, you're so kind, so sweet. Thank you."
Oh, I didn't know that. Thank you, Susan Rodenhaver. I went at the bottom of the chat there, yeah. But thank you so
No, I
much.
just saw it pop
Sending
up.
you love here.
Thank you. That's so awesome.
She is
But yeah, you're
awesome.
right.
Everybody is awesome.
Oh yeah,
But
every single one of you.
169 again.
Hey, hey.
Hey. Sandy says, I would love to hug. I think that's hug. I think it's a typo. Hug Johnny T. I went to Disneyland here in California. We went to the PLC, Pirates of the Caribbean, many times. It was so fun. Same time was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and Tomb Raider was awesome.
Yeah.
That looked so fun when
That's so cool.
Johnny surprised everybody by being on the actual ride, like in the
God, can you imagine that?
with all the mannequins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, can you imagine that though? Like you're on a ride, and all of a sudden, it's done it.
I know, but you keep moving and you can't stop.
Exactly.
That's so funny.
That's so cool.
Cherry got ya.
That's not pop up. She's always gonna get you. All right, guys, be careful with what you say. Cherry's gonna get you. But it's always a good laugh. Love it.
Yeah, it's always funny. Hey, Piglet. Okay, Tina. How you doing? And we also have
Piglet,
Gullet here as well. Hey, Gullet.
Gullet, hello.
Hello. I love saying hello to everybody. I do. Mystic Gaming says, I have the same traits as Johnny Depp, except acting. So I think you mean like the down to earth type traits. Yeah, there's some amazing traits to have, and they are the best traits to have, is to be down to earth and compassionate and empathic and just being caring for other people's needs. It's important to sometimes think about yourself, and sometimes it's important to put yourself first, but it's important that when you see another person hurting or in pain, that you are empathic to that and that you are caring to that rather than belittling.
Mm-hmm.
Unless it's Amber Heard who's lying about being in pain. I don't think she deserves to be bullied, but I think she deserves to be outed and memed about. I don't think she deserves any kind of threats or doxing or whatever, but the memes and the calling her out, I'm all for.
Yeah, I don't care about that. But if she was in front of me and she sprained her ankle, I might help her up. you know, and then put her on a chair or something. I'm like, okay, see ya.
Mystic Gaming. Yeah, do you want to get this comment here?
Did a charity run? Ooh, 23. Is that £1,000
Yeah.
for a children's hospital? Ooh, that's awesome. 23 miles. Wow, that's amazing,
Like
Miss.
£1,000 per mile.
That is so good. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome. Well
Very
done.
good. Good on you.
Amy.
Yeah, very well done. Man, if I did a charity run, I'd probably raise like £3.
How do you say £3 and not $3? At least £3 is worth more than $3.
Well, yeah, but I would only be able to run that far.
Maybe better run 3 miles.
It was a pound a mile. No, that's so cool, though. That's amazing. You should be very proud of that.
Yeah, you should be. Gillett says the next Thursday is my birthday and Johnny's too, June 9th. Yeah, it's Johnny's birthday next week.
Is it?
We need to do a stream for Johnny's birthday.
Oh, I'm sure there's going to be a bunch that's going to be doing that. But yeah, we can too.
Yeah, I don't care about what other people are doing. I'm talking about us, what we can do.
Yeah.
Everyone can do their own thing, innit? But I love hanging out with.
Sorry.
I love hanging out with this group of people right here, and we can just talk about all Johnny's achievements and all the things that he's done. All
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
stuff that he's done.
Can do. And then I can do a live of all the songs that we've done so far,
Yes. Even the sneak preview of Dear Johnny. Oh, we're going to try and finish Dear Johnny before next week now. Deadline imprinted, so.
Deadline imprinted, so.
Gary loves deadlines. For like when he has a project, he will sit on it for ages. But as soon as he has a deadline, he gets working. He puts all the hard work in.
I don't know. I work well under pressure, I guess.
Yeah, you do. You do. You do amazing work under pressure. As soon as you know you gotta get it done, that's it. You put all the hard work right into it.
Mm-hmm. Rolling my eyes at the same time. Gotta get it done.
Okay, my love. Are you ready to call it soon?
Yeah, this will be a good time. It's been a good 2 hours.
Yeah,
and thank you guys so much for hanging out.
Yeah, we've had so many people here, and we've had a lot of people in the stream today. If you're here and you're new, please hit the subscribe button, or if you're watching the replay and you're new, hit the subscribe button and hit the thumbs up as well, guys. And
What?
I was just about to tell everyone to go subscribe to your channel then, you know.
No, definitely subscribe to this one, because this is where we're at all the time. On mine, you can if you like, and until I post some new stuff, then don't even worry about it. But you'll always find my channel linked here. So.
Yeah, Gary's channel is linked in the description of this video, and Cherry has just posted it as well.
Cherry's amazing. Love you, Cherry.
Yeah, I love you, Cherry, as well. Anyway, guys, we're going to end the stream here. Hopefully, we'll have a verdict tomorrow. If we do, we will be live, but we might be live after the verdict because it would have to be around 5 p.m. Eastern. But we're going to be on that verdict watch anyway still. So we'll be hopefully be checking in with you guys either way. So ta-ra for now. Have a beautiful morning, day, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are in the world. And see you for the next one. Ta-ra, guys. Bye.